Hey.
Happy birthday to you.
Wiki. Hooray.
Welcome.
Hello. Welcome back
to
our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Your YouTube channel. Our YouTube
your
channel.
favorites.
As you can see, I don't upload.
What did you upload?
A whole human being.
Yeah.
This God is a mighty God. Oluwatobiloba.
There's depth and there's a lot to say on that.
Yes, so we're here to just you guys about the fourth trimester. If you haven't heard, there is a fourth trimester.
I only know the first, second, third.
There's a fourth. Now there we do so.
Okay, how long is the fourth trimester?
The fourth trimester, like 3 months like the others now. First 3 months post delivery.
Oh, okay.
Is the fourth trimester.
Alright, noted.
Now there we did.
Okay, before we tell you more about what we're going to speak about today, if this is your first time on this channel, you're welcome. If YouTube recommended it to you or you stumbled in, you're welcome. Please like, subscribe, and watch our previous videos to get the full gist of what we've been sharing.
Taking on this whole journey.
Yes, it's been an amazing journey.
The last time we were here, we were pregnant. Now we have hustled.
This uploading. Let me say you won't collect again. So, anyways, let's
jump right into it.
Wait, and for our returning subscribers, let's also
we love you.
So you guys have been amazing. Thank you for engaging.
We appreciate you.
Thank you for engaging our content. Thank you for sharing our videos. Thank you for watching.
We never expected it.
Thank you for the comments.
You have been so amazing.
Thank you. I mean, we've barely been on YouTube for a while, and thank you for
loving us.
Yeah.
We love you right back.
We do. Okay, let's jump right into being there. Alright, so let's jump right into why we are here. So what are we talking about today?
Yeah, so we're talking about the fourth trimester, like we said. So, but actually, the focus of this video is our delivery. Right? We took you on the journey all the way to the last video was on the baby shower.
Right.
And baby shower happened at about 37 weeks, and about 2 weeks after baby arrived. So on the day we clocked 40 weeks exactly.
2 weeks plus. Yeah.
40 weeks exactly. The day we clocked 40 weeks exactly, Chairman showed up. That delivery experience, I know you've heard a lot about delivery. Delivery, but the truth about it is I think that it's true when they say that everybody's delivery experience is unique. There are similarities across board, but I mean it's quite unique. And in this video we'll be gisting about ours, but more importantly we'll be telling you about the lessons
learned.
We learned from delivery. Just delivery, right? A lot was happening. And we'll take you through the gist, don't worry. It was not like Nollywood-ish, like how you just be doing something and then they say, oh, my back. Nollywood lied to us.
But I mean,
I don't think it's
you give us drama. Like Korean drama. You gave us drama.
I gave them drama, for real, but it wasn't I used my 2 legs and walked out of the house into the car. Use my leg to walk into the hospital.
Yeah, right.
But I did not use my leg to walk into the delivery room. By that time, the leg, one go.
You're coming as if you just walk majestically.
All that time I sit there alright. But by the time it was time to enter the delivery room.
But after, let me not jump right. Let me not jump ahead of myself. When your water broke, everything changed.
Before we left on water don't break now.
So because the way
I'm so sorry guys, because in case you don't know, I grew up in Port Harcourt, so The pigeon, I've been rolling with people from my area lately. So the pigeon in me, forgive me.
It's finding expression.
It's finding expression again.
So yeah, I mean your water broke. Okay,
Yes.
should we talk about
Yeah,
that?
of course. So it was
Okay.
a Friday, right? I mean, the day we were checking to the hospital was a Friday, right? That week, we had been at the hospital on Wednesday for my 39-week plus check.
Yeah.
And you know, the doctor suggested a membrane sweep because the week before I had come in.
That's big grammar.
That's membrane sweep. Go and read about it. But it's just something to kind of like trigger, you know, contractions towards delivery. But the reason why she has suggested that is because the week before, at 38 weeks plus, when we came in for checks,
Yeah.
I had enough. I was looking forward.
Yeah,
if I came
tired.
with our stuff, I'd had like 3 to 4 days of not sleeping at night because I mean, as you get closer, you know, anyone watching this, shout out to you. As you get closer to delivery, it's like you get more impatient because your body is not what it used to be. You're heavier. I couldn't sleep much. I couldn't find a position that works for sleep. So I was often sitting up at night, you know, to sleep with a lot of pillows everywhere. I still wake up feeling tired.
Right.
So at that point, I had it like, okay, and of course, if you're following the videos, you know that at 33 weeks, you know, we were admitted early contraction.
Yeah.
So we had gotten signals that
And I
baby
think
was going to
36
come
weeks
early.
too.
We were back
Yeah,
in the hospital.
so-
So it was like, this baby is going to come early. We need to prepare, and we were preparing. And then we're now at 38 weeks plus, and then I'm ready, like, let's have this baby already, and it's not happening.
Yeah, you really wanted to offload, and you felt
Yes.
like Chairman was taking too long.
So at this point, because we had been in hospital, a lot of our friends were away. So everybody was calling to check, so how far? Like, they were expecting the news like anytime. In fact, they nicknamed, people had nicknamed our baby Ireti, you know, differently, like, we are waiting. And me too, I was already like, okay, come on. Which brings me to my first lesson, actually.
Yeah.
Be patient in every season. Just be patient in every season, because the thing about seasons is that they will always pass. So in this case, I remember on those days, the doctor was like, just go home and rest and gather your strength. I left there wondering, what am I gathering strength for? I'm ready.
I just put to bed.
On delivery day, I knew that, yeah, there was a need to gather strength. But yeah, that day, I mean, we had been to the hospital at 38 plus weeks. I didn't even know when I started to cry.
Yeah.
When I was with doctor, because I was so
So the
frustrated after
gynae
being
had
checked me, and
she did another
vaginal examination.
only to realize that you were still 2 centimeters.
exactly like I was 2
Like,
weeks or 3 weeks earlier.
So
I
that
hadn't gone past
frustration got
CM.
to you.
Yes.
You
Because I guess we
were
also
crying.
feeling like, yeah, and I was also having a lot of Braxton Hicks. So I'll be having contractions and to be intense in the night. So it will almost be like, is this it? You know, everybody's like, is this the contractions or is it still just Braxton Hicks, which is like false contractions? So I went to the hospital at that 38 week hoping that, you know, maybe I've progressed, maybe they'll just tell us to stay back and we'll have baby. And then I get checked and I've not moved past 2 cm still.
Okay.
And I didn't know when I started to cry. And she's like, don't worry, you know, she was encouraging me. So by the time we got back home that day, I had to pray and talk to myself. And I knew that I had allowed anxiety like build up. I'd allowed myself enter a place where I was just waiting to deliver, as opposed to enjoying the process. So Birmingham and I also spoke about it. Mr. Shaw spoke to me, he talked to me extensively. By the end of that day, I felt better.
Yeah, you slept like a baby.
Yeah, I finally got some
wow.
sleep.
Yeah.
Finally got some sleep.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, on patience, talk about seasons, how seasons keep changing, but we must enjoy each season, each process. Never be too quick to rush out of one season,
yes,
because the next season comes with
its own demands. Like, I mean, I thought I was not sleeping then. Guys, post delivery, what is sleep? Who is sleep?
Define sleep.
Where is sleep? How would you sleep? Yeah, but that was the first lesson. So I mean, by 39 week plus Wednesday, they stretched membrane sweep to help activate it. But by this time, I was in a place of rest. I'm like, oh no, don't worry. You know, I'm fine. Like, I entered my peace. She was even surprised. Like, you mean I should not do? I said, no, I'm okay. Like, at this point, whenever baby comes, it's okay. I'm fine. And I really was fine. So we came back.
But they also had told us that baby could not exceed a particular day.
Oh, of course. Now.
I mean,
after we shall talk about dates, and there was a cut off. Like, by this date, baby has not come. We'll have to trigger this or do that. Yeah. So we had that conversation. But 2 days after, which was Friday, we were seeing the doctor on Wednesday. Membrane sweep we didn't do. By Friday, we're home. At that morning, in fact, I was so taken aback by Moses Bliss song and in partnership with Mercy Chinwo. I loved the song, and that morning I was still dancing to it during my dad's Daddy Jesus is taking care of me. Yes. Okay. The one in collaboration with Mercy Chinwo. And yeah, that's a video of me. I was literally dancing, vibing on Friday morning, to the song. I was enjoying my life. I was feeling very good and happy and energetic. Then by evening, it happened to be the first Friday of the month of October. Yeah. We joined Holy Ghost service, which we typically do at home, RCCG Holy Ghost service. And we were still, praise worship was youth, I think, yes. Praise worship, we were having fun in the parlor, myself and my sister, dancing. And then Pastor Leke comes up, and says, tell your neighbor what God is about to do tonight. The devil cannot stop it. That's why I was saying that.
Tell them what God is about to do for you this evening. The devil cannot stop it. The devil cannot do anything about it. And the devil will not be able to touch it.
The next thing, I just felt a rush of water.
Right.
And then I was just like, what? Did I pee on myself? As in, that part.
So,
long story short.
Yeah, you came to wake me up, I was sleeping.
Yes, it confirmed that I didn't pee on myself. Water actually broke. Yeah. We went ahead to get ourselves into the car and on our way to the hospital because
thankfully we had packed most of
everything.
Yes. Like, okay, I think we talk about being prepared. Is that one of our
Yeah, points? You can go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, so because we had to keep all our
stuff in the car, ensure that we are always parking in a position that we can hit the road quickly.
We'll talk about that when you hit
No, you can talk about it now.
What's the point?
The importance of planning.
Okay, planning.
Being prepared.
Okay, so yeah, planning. Well, yeah, literally we had to. One of those days when our baby gave us signals that it was coming.
Yeah, we decided
we had to just pack everything because before then we had not prepared, we not packed up anything. So we had to pack all the bags, everything, get everything ready. Everything was just in the boot of the car. Right, so everywhere
waiting to be used.
So everywhere we drove with baby items. Just saying that if I hear bam like this, if baby just we're ready.
We are ready, yeah. So, it's actually quite important to prepare because it reduced our panic level.
Yeah.
There was no panic at the point of leaving home. It was just like, okay, it's time. Water has broken, and of course at that point, because we don't live so close to the hospital, it was important that we hit the road immediately and just face the hospital, which is what we did. The road was bumpy. It was a very bumpy ride. As in that was when I knew that Lagos roads are not the best because every hole, I felt it like jabs inside of me because like they say, water had broken, so that cushion effect had reduced. So I was feeling everything.
Yeah.
But fine, we get to the hospital and start the journey towards delivery, right?
Yeah. So I still want to say something on
seasons.
On planning.
Okay, on planning.
Yeah. So I'll say this for maybe the daddies or just for the couple, like you also have to plan towards like how you would like financially foot the bills,
of course,
that's involved in delivery and
prepare for what
and all of that,
the different scenarios that can play out. You have to be financially prepared for it.
Yes, because a good way to start could also be taking an health insurance plan. No recommendations of any health insurance plan, but do your fine diligence and then get. It's
helpful.
Yeah, very helpful. It help
to cover at least
cover,
some of the bills.
Some of it, if not all. So that would help. Rather than just hoping and trusting in quote that somehow you raise the money.
Yeah,
at least it took you. The process took about 9 to 10 months, so you had
40 weeks
you had enough time to start prepare and planning. So even if you set aside X amount of money every month, towards that,
it's better than just waiting till the last minute.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well said, Mr. Show. The men have to think about the money part, so men, that's for you. Another thing that we learned from the whole process of delivering is the importance of being informed. So one thing that I realized is that there's some minimum level of expectation from you at the point of delivery. For example, the delivery room. Okay, before I even get to the delivery room, in terms of being informed, right? You know that, your water could break, you could see this, you could everything, like all the information that you need at that season, please get it because ignorance is not an excuse for lack of information, and not, for example, knowing, oh, it's time to hit the road and go to the hospital. You can put yourself in a distress situation, right? So be informed, very, very important. All towards delivery, a lot of things that I watched and read really helped me. There's a lot of useful resource online, and as a first-time mom, it was very helpful. Then also talking to friends who had gone ahead. You know, being informed is also, like I always, joke, I say have friends but have head bones too. Head bones are people that have gone ahead or that have experience. I can tell you, don't buy this, you don't need it. Oh, take that. Oh, when you see this, oh, do that, because the internet is full of a lot. But they can help you now sift through the information. So be informed. I learned a lot in those few days, leading to delivery, things around delivery, how to push, how to breathe, how to do that, because there's a minimum level of expected knowledge from you when you get there. There are some things that they're not telling you to do, and you're like, what if I don't know? As this is my first time. What if I don't know how to do that?
But also, I mean, pregnant women should take antenatal classes seriously.
Yeah, that's also part of actually getting informed.
Very,
to be
very
fair, because lots of information is shared there.
Because I joined a lot of antenatal classes. That is also joined. Yes, so that you can talk about it and then encourage your wife. And
yes, you can also be informed and not be panicking unnecessarily.
Yes. Yeah. Like when the water broke, I knew what to do. Like I didn't panic.
Should we talk?
I didn't panic. I didn't panic.
Well, actually,
I just knew that this is just the first step. And I knew that baby cannot drop immediately.
Exactly. We still have time.
So we had some time. Let's do
it. Oh shit. Was informed. Okay, but by the time we got to the hospital, I was already soaked in a lot of fluid. All the water had probably drained by this point, and getting in, we were checked. We weren't yet ready to move into the delivery room based on CM. There's what they call the VE, vaginal examination, checking how many CM opened you are, and all that. Hopefully, everybody can handle this information, right? And we're moving to a ward. Now, initially, and this is bringing me to my next lesson, and that's the importance of meditations.
Okay.
Because initially, by the time I got to the hospital, I was in a lot of discomfort. Right?
Yeah.
And being checked, everything had just kind of added to the discomfort, By the time we're in a ward, I was in a lot of pain. Let me just call it discomfort, right? Initially, I was off balance. And, in this video, for example, you see we're rubbing my back. I looked like the world had hit me. I lost balance. Like, what is going on to my body? And it was not even helpful that I hadn't progressed anything close to the 10 cm I needed to be. But I remember that I had come across, one of the videos, one of the people I was watching and learning from, she had meditations, and I'll keep the link to that in the description box. I think it helped me a lot. I just went back to YouTube, played the meditations, and you were supposed to close your eye and just focus on the words. Now the meditation was focused on words around that keep you focused on the joy of what you're going through, the child that is coming. Like, it was very empowering.
Yeah.
I shifted my focus with that meditation, and at that point, even my family members could get a rest. They could go to sleep, because it was already dark. This was already into midnight. They could sleep, even though I couldn't sleep. But the meditation sustained me. So by the next day, one nurse was teasing me that you were in labor and smiling.
She smiled all through, despite the pain.
By the time I got, those meditation really helped. I got a grip on myself, and it was almost like I didn't feel the pain as much. Like, I was in a world of positivity, of picturing my baby coming and all that. So meditations really helped me. Little wonder the Bible says we should meditate on the word of God. It's supposed to produce that kind of experience in our life, to where, for example, you don't have much in your bank account, but you meditate on the word of God around finances so much that you know that you are wealthy, right? Exactly, and you lose consciousness of what's happening on the outside. That's what meditation did for me, at that point in the few hours leading to delivery. So it was really helpful, meditations. Okay, already talked about planning. This next point, put your trust in God and not in men. Very important. Hi, this one. I can sit on this. We can sit on this one, because why our lived experience emphasizes this learning point for us was because in those times of being on admission in the hospital, we had made friends with a number of medical people.
Yeah.
Doctors, nurses, midwives. We met different ones, and
Yeah.
everybody was. For some, they were even among those calling me when we were back at home to say how far, has baby come, how are you doing? Okay, no wahala, we're expecting. On the day of delivery, Abby, the night we got there, we were due to deliver by morning, and by morning when we were going to the delivery room, we had an entirely new medical team. We didn't know them. The people who delivered us, who brought baby to the world, we didn't know. They were meeting them for the first time. So all our friends, we saw some of them, but they were not on duty. So initially, that was almost like, I don't know anybody in this place. It could have been discouraging, but Mr. Shaw had prayed a prayer that even if it was the devil that was on duty, the devil worked in our favor. So we had told ourselves that whoever it is, they will align with the righteous cause of God. And that was what happened, right? And it's just a reminder, like, even if you were going to give birth in any country with better health services, don't put your hope in the system. Don't put your hope in the doctors, in the hospital, the better facilities. Let your trust be in God. Because even in the best of the best scenarios, things happen.
Things go wrong.
So it's the Lord who just makes everything work out.
So good. And that's very, very important to put your trust in God. I mean, that's where we get our confidence from. Many things will happen along the way.
Absolutely.
It also reminds me of how, right from the beginning of the year, we God already spoke to our hearts about our baby coming in October, but because of the many turbulences along the way, the lying vanities, if you know, right, that happened along the way, we almost shifted focus, and then got distracted, stepped into panic here and there. But trusting in God, very, very important. Trusting what God has said to you. If God has said to you that you're going to have a baby, trusting Him to do it. Just put your trust in God totally, and not the predictions of man or the outcomes that you see on the outside. Just put your trust in God, and everything will definitely align for your good.
Absolutely. So that even all the things that we're going through, everything that was happening, we just needed to keep our eyes on God. And thank God that sometimes we lost focus, but God was faithful enough to bring us back into remembrance, of His promises, and that helped us to coordinate ourselves and align.
So good.
I think as we begin to round up, another very important point is that two are better than one. As in, after my experience, I have double, triple, quadruple respect for single moms, because that whole process, I don't know, man. Mr. Shaw's presence really helped. In fact, I know that not every man is strong enough to be in the delivery room, but his presence in the delivery room with me.
I was in the delivery room.
He was there, saw it all, felt it all.
A blood affair. sorry for being graphic.
It was bloody. But it was there all true, and personally, I know that not all men, are able to be there.
And that's fine.
That's okay. Because it's a lot. Don't say you want to be skinny and go there if your heart will not carry it.
Just see yourself running out. When you don't say a wife shout, you're like,
what have I done?
I pray certain prayers in that delivery room there and there. I said many things to God.
It is well with you and your soul. But I mean, just doing it together, all the way. Just as a man, please make sure that you never make it look like it's your wife's problem, because
and sorry, not just only during the delivery time, like the entire process. The entire process. With antenatal. If you can, please, everything, don't leave it to her. Shopping, everything. Picking hospitals, whatever it is, just do it together. It's fun if you do it together.
It is, because now we can look back. In fact, there are things that happened because of delivery that I don't remember. There's a show that was telling me that, this happened, that happened. I'm like, because I was in another world. You felt like being in the thin line between life and death, and he was able to, bring me up to speed. And I can't forget him rubbing my back, him encouraging me, was right beside me saying, my love is well. You know, in fact, at some point, it was helping to hold my leg.
Yes, so
you know, because
I spread that leg. Push my son out.
And I mean, because I had labored overnight, and by morning the nurses felt that I should probably get some rest before it's showtime. Judging by where I was in terms of CM, I was given an injection to help me sleep. But it was like an hour or 2 hours after the injection was given, that was supposed to knock me out. It was time to push. So I moved from 5 cm to 10 cm within two hours or less. So it took everybody by surprise, but it was time. And there I was feeling sleepy. I was being tapped and told, Madam, please wake up and push. You know? And Mr. Shaw was there to try to keep me awake, to help me hold my leg, because I was in between. You know, it was a lot. It was a lot, but it was also one of those experiences that I'm so grateful for. Yeah. I'm so grateful for. I mean, I remember Mr. Shaw at the point where he could see baby's head. Kids was like, my love, please, I can see baby's head. Just push one more time. That was so encouraging for me. And he helped. At least because in the middle of all those strangers and strange faces, I had him as a familiar face and a familiar voice. I knew he wouldn't mislead me. Yeah. I trusted the medical personnel, but of course, it was a blessing to have Mr. Shaw there as well.
Two are better than one.
Yes.
Don't do life alone.
Absolutely.
Never walk alone. Like the motto of one club like that.
Please represent Liverpool.
One club like that says.
Let's not start this bomb.
Never do life alone.
Let's not start. Okay, I think that final one from me will be get help. Get all the help that you can. We're talking about lessons from delivery, because the moments that even from those final days leading to delivery, you need help. You're so round, you're like a ball rolling. There's a lot you cannot wobbling like a duck. So I mean energy levels are not so great in terms of like how active you are. You know, I mean, it differs for people, but that was my own experience. I needed help in terms of getting food done, getting things done around the house, lifting heavy stuff, So, and then of course, get help extends to delivery. Make arrangements for the help that will be available
as much as possible. Get help from family,
friends,
everyone, and pray for helpers.
Yes,
important. Pray for helpers, even ahead of the time.
Men.
Yes, because your family may not be available, but God could send you people that would
still be there
for you and do exactly what family would have done for you. Absolutely. And even much more. Absolutely. So pray for helpers, and be open to receive help.
Absolutely. Get all the help you can. Please don't. Anyway, some people are stronger than others.
Yes, get help in every form, not just counsel, material, financial, any help you can get. People willing to give you, just
receive help.
Yes,
please, receive help.
Yes.
Mama, don't try to do it alone. Please receive the help. Receive the help of your husband as well, because I realized that mother instinct is real. Child is born and you feel like nobody else can take care of that child the way that you can.
We'll talk about that some other time.
But at the point I had to learn to say, he is the father of the child too. If he does not hold baby well, it's okay. Now we born now. If you learn.
No, what are you saying now? I cannot maybe
learn. No, I'm saying in those initial phases, I had those fears.
Okay,
like, if he carries him, would he hold him well?
Okay.
What if he doesn't?
Are your fears silenced
Oh no,
now?
now come on now.
Am I doing a good job?
Of course now. Come on now, Mrs. Shaw.
Oh, yeah?
Daddy of the decade. Give them. Alright, so it's been fun, doing this video. As we all know, of course, our chairman arrived the following day, Saturday. About the early parts of the day he arrived, and it's been a pleasure since then.
Yeah.
So thank you for following this Pregnancy Chronicles.
Yeah.
I think that we are done with Pregnancy Chronicles now.
Yeah, we're calling it after this.
Yes. You can look forward to other amazing content. Primarily, we are here for, the singles, the soon-to-weds, the newlyweds. There's a lot of great content. Yeah, of course, married. Yes, there's a lot of great content coming your way.
Relationship stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Intimacy and all of it. So look out for great content.
Yes.
Alright. If there's any advice you have in the comment section, maybe you've had a baby, any lessons from your own delivery that you want to share, please feel free to drop it there.
Yeah, we're happy to read from you.
Yes, very happy to do that. Do subscribe, like, share. And all the great things you should be doing. Alright? We love you.
Love you. See you in the next video.